Hi, MC here. The other day, someone got in touch with us through a business coach and they said, I hear that you can design for us a menu of services. And I said, well, who told you that? And I said, why? And they said, well, we've got to have a menu of services. And I said, why? Well, you've just got to have a menu of services. And I said, why? And they couldn't really give me a good answer other than they considered it best practice. And I went on to explain, and this is my firm view, that a menu of services, as most accounting and advisory firms display them, those that do, are of very little value. They don't help you communicate, persuade, sell. I'll give you an example. Imagine you went out to a restaurant and the waiter came up and showed you a menu, and on that menu were ingredients like lettuce and beef and butter and olive oil, whatever it might be. You'd think that was a little odd, wouldn't you? And it would be, because all you're seeing there are a list of ingredients. You're far more interested in what are the dishes here? What are my choices? A menu of services, as most firms do it, is just a granular list, dot point by dot point, maybe under some categories of, accounting, taxation, financial planning, risk insurance, whatever it might be. And it's often written in jargon, three-letter acronyms, which are rife in the profession, and it doesn't make much sense to your existing clients or your prospective clients. So if we're saying forget about menu of services, which we are, what are we saying? We teach firms how to do a visual diagram. We call it a ways we work with you diagram. So that's WWWY, ways we work with you diagram. And what that enables you to do is, in a snapshot, show someone exactly what it is that your firm provides in terms of the major chunks. So your ways we work with you diagram, and by the way, we have a module in our Modern Marketing Academy, which is our online self-paced learning program for accountants to get great at modern marketing. So we have a whole video on this, but brief explanation is don't have any more than 7 major chunks. Don't have any fewer than 3, but ideally have somewhere 3 to 5. And those chunks can do with aspects of cash flow or building and protecting assets, but written in language that your niche target markets, another strategy that we teach, relate to. We've helped firms all around Australia and New Zealand and now internationally develop their ways we work with you diagrams so that when someone comes across your website before they're even a client, and even in a meeting with the client, it's a conversation tool to explain your full service offering, not in 37, 28, whatever little dot points, but in a very simple, logical diagram that they can relate to. That has various advantages. One, it helps you explain the other higher value advisory and future focused services that you can provide. But in the cases where you do get someone who comes on board who just goes with your basic compliance services, they know that they are essentially on the lower rung of your ladder in terms of the services that they are getting. I don't know if you've ever had a client who's just a base level compliance client and they're very demanding and they think perhaps they are your only client. Well, it lets them know where they are in terms of the grand scheme of things. And most importantly, the ways we work with you diagram creates what's called cognitive dissonance. And that's an emotional or psychological discomfort between where a person perceives they are and where they come to realize they could be. And when someone sees your ways we work with you diagram about getting clear on their goals, protecting what assets they have, optimizing their cash flow, minimizing their tax, and whatever your flow is, they'll see, well, all you're helping me with at the moment is year end. How can we do some of these other things? So if you'd like to talk about the ways we work with you diagram, or you've had any challenges with the ubiquitous, commonly promoted concept, menu of services, share your thoughts in the comments beneath the video. And if you haven't already, click like on this video and click subscribe to the channel, and that way you're notified whenever we add a new video here. So look forward to continuing the conversation with you.